We're here with George BARNA, and George, you have done so much research looking at America, and even this idea of where America is now, that we're kind of flirting with socialism. I'm curious, why are Americans choosing socialism, or do they even know what socialism is?
Yeah, I mean, in the studies that we've done, we've found that 41% of Americans say that given a choice, they'd take socialism. So we did a large national study where we gave them 93 questions about different forms of economics and governance and whatnot, and then asked them again now, after having thought about it to that extent, which do you prefer? And it fell down to only about 2% who said that they would prefer socialism. However, the number of people who said they prefer capitalism also dropped. I mean, the big takeaway is that Americans don't really understand much about how we're governed, how our economics works, what the history of all of this is. Even though we're being bombarded constantly, whether it's by professors, by the media, by public leaders who are pushing socialism and using key words,
Sure.
Social justice and equality, these kinds of things sell well. We'll give you free college education, we'll give you free health care. Those things are really putting some momentum behind socialism. But I mean, when people stop to think about it, they realize two things. Number one, they really don't know what they're talking about. And number two, maybe they're not as pro-socialism as they initially thought. So I think it's an important conversation for us to be having with people. But it's also important for us when we have that conversation to be educated about what people know about socialism, what it means, what capitalism is, what its record is, and to put all of that together so that it's not just about feelings.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like it's going to be more fair under socialism. Let's actually have some data. Let's have some measures, objective measures that we go to give us a better conversation.
Sure, so most Americans don't know what socialism is, or even capitalism for that matter, which is a little challenging, but this is where it's a great opportunity for us to be able to help educate people on the principles that have made this nation successful, and part of those are the principles of the free market or capitalism, and this is where we have to start helping people understand what truth actually is.